What is up? What is up? What is up, sports fans? It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here. It is week number 16 of the NFL season now, getting very, very tight in both conferences as we work our way towards the playoffs. Both of these teams, however, at the top of their respective conferences and hoping to stay there. So potentially a Super Bowl preview just based on records alone. Obviously, two strong teams in the 49ers here with Brock Purdy and, of course, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Hey, Kit, welcome in. Glad you're able to pop on the chat for a bit. And yes, let's go Niners indeed. So lots of potential implications for this one. And again, as Browns fans, if we are interested in trying to get that, squeeze the division out, we definitely want to have a 49er victory here, if at all possible. So excited to get this one kicked off. Both teams still relatively healthy, which again may be part of the reason that they're both so successful here. What, 11-3 apiece, 11-4, something like that. So yeah, be an interesting game here. Excited to bring this one to you again. Thanks so much for joining us. There's a look at Lamar and his simulated statistics. Week number 16, first snap of the game. They're going to start in a pistol, heavy pistol with Ricard, and looks like Gus the Bus. And they'll option keeper left side Lamar, and he'll be tackled pretty quickly right away. Dre Greenlaw, the linebacker, stayed put. And as we have seen from multiple teams and multiple sims, that quarterback run game can be so effective. They've got to be really careful to make sure that they have a good grasp on Lamar out of the backfield. There's Isaiah Likely, who had a huge game last week, not only in the sim, but in real life. Hey, Mason, welcome on. Heavy personnel here. They'll go up the middle with Gus the Bus, and he's got the first down. Edwards to the 36-yard line. Give him 7. And a first down. Ravens, their first down of the game, and now they'll spread it out and go to a shotgun here. Quick little RPO over the middle to Flowers, and he's got the first down. He'll squeak by for 11. And you could tell right away that was the RPO action as he pulled that ball halfway down. And threw it to Flowers over the middle. Now a straight drop back pass, left side slant, knocked away. Good defense there. Sean Gibson, the safety, former Brown, of course, working his way there into coverage. That's good. Hopefully you've had some good tournaments, Mason. Little bunch to the left side. Back to pass now. Lamar, good protection. He'll go on the run. Right side, Flowers, first down. Easy pitch and catch. Give him another 16 for the rookie, Zay Flowers, and that's a first down. Ravens now into San Francisco territory. Of course, this game, this matchup, kind of reminds me of the old Har Bowl, that Super Bowl in the Superdome, as this one's going to be picked off. A lazy throw to Aguilar, and Lenore jumps the route and picks it off. So a really, really good opening drive from the Ravens comes crashing to a halt because Lenore just jumps the route. Aguilar just lazily sat there and waited for it. Didn't attack the ball. Lenore did, and that's going to be a first down now for the 49ers. But anyway, it reminds me of that Super Bowl that was at the Superdome in New Orleans. Remember, the power went out, and that allowed the Ravens to get back into it and win, I guess, right? It was the Ravens who won that one? I don't remember. Kaepernick was in that game. Jim Harbaugh was coaching the Niners. I remember that part. All right. First play of the game, they're out of straight I formation. Give it right up the middle to McCaffrey, and he'll bully his way for 4 yards. Does run CMC. Having an incredible season. Again, if you're going to give the MVP to a non-quarterback, this would be the year to do it for him or Tyreek Hill. Both of them have been absolutely sensational. If they stay healthy for 3 more weeks, again, Tyreek missing last week hurts that, but they can stay healthy for 3 more weeks. That'd be good. Mason, it sounds like Posick is back practicing today, but Petonio was not, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going on there. Pressure coming. Purdy will throw it out of the sack. It just saves the distance of the punt as Kyle Van Noy, the veteran linebacker, gets in there. It was just 4th and 2. Now they're going to say it's 4th and 6. That was weird. Wishnowski's going to punt it away regardless. And the Niners will go 3 and out. So they get the nice interception but can't do anything with it. Duvernay returns it up to the 30-yard line. Yeah, we know that, I mean, at some point, I think Wills is going to come back. It'll be interesting to see what they do with him. If they plug him right back in at the left tackle and maybe move Christian to the right, or do they plug Wills in on the right side? Because Christian's been pretty okay on the left. I don't know. I think Christian is better than Hudson for your other option, so I'll be curious to see what that one looks like. All right, Bosa in the zone now, 3rd and 8. He's going to have his ears pinned back. He tries a little swim move. Lamar firing over the middle. Caught down the seam. Isaiah Likely again. He is picked up right where... Oh, did Wills have season-ending surgery? You're right. You're right. I forgot. I thought he was like... I forgot he was on the... I thought he was on the he could come back in 4 weeks thing, which meant like near the playoffs. But you're right. I think he did actually end up... You're correct. He ended up having the surgery. So, yes, never mind. Forget what I said. There's no help coming for the tackles, which is brutal because they struggled last week. Bears' defense is very good. And we were lucky to get out of there with the dub, obviously. 3rd and 14 coming up here now. Hi, Bo. Okay, he wasn't. All right, there you go. Never mind. There is no help coming. Over the middle again, Isaiah Likely, unless you think Leroy Watson is ready. Or somehow maybe Alex Underwood, who they've been kind of working on the practice squad, the former first rounder. Maybe he can swing in there. I don't know. I just don't know. But with at least with a week of practice, if they know that one of those guys is going to be out, I trust Bill Callahan to try to get somebody ready if need be. Petonio now steps, or excuse me, Petonio. Lamar Jackson, whoa! That was a cool move. He juked right underneath the arm tackle. Just kind of lowered his head, and the arm went flying right over. That was a nice scamper. Now a 2nd and 1. Hi, James. Welcome in. Pressure picked again in the end zone. Greenlaw jumps the route. As it looked like they tried to go to Isaiah Likely one too many times on this drive. And Dre Greenlaw was just lurking right there. See him just, he was the one facing the quarterback. Likely had his back turned. And that's an easy pick. Easy pick there. Yeah, Bo, I saw that. I don't really understand what it means, other than I guess if he's active on the active roster, he's going to get paid, or if he's going to get if he's allowed to practice with the. I don't know why you make him active and basically burn a roster spot for a guy that you're not going to play ever, even in an emergency situation. It looks like we might get some PI, and we know that Marlon Humphrey is handsy. And that's exactly what we are going to get. Hey, Will, welcome in. Appreciate you being on. Quick little dump to the right side. McCaffrey, sweet little juke move past Stevens, and he's pushed out of bounds. A lot of cool running for just 3 yards. First completion of the day for Brock Purdy. Yeah, I guess that's my only assumption, too, is that it has to do with the contract in some capacity. Oof, picked up and thrown to the ground. Here comes another 3rd and medium. Let's see if the Niners can convert. Again, their only first down of this quarter so far is by a pass interference penalty. Bo, I think we know that C.J. Stroud is not going to play unless there's some sort of miraculous thing that happens. So it looks like we're on pace to see Case Keenum. Other than that, they've just got some nicked up guys like we do, but that's obviously the big one because that completely changes the dynamic of their team. having Stroud out. And frankly, as obviously as an Ohio State fan, I was looking forward to seeing Stroud, but I think it does give us a better chance to come away with it since they're 8-6. I mean, they're going to be fighting tooth and nail as well. It turned into become a big game. I think when the season first comes out, you're like, oh, they're going to be 3-12 and looking to position themselves for Marvin Harrison or something, you know. Instead, they're fighting for the playoffs just like we are. It should be, but I would have said the same thing about last week, Bo, and that was way closer than it needed to be. Jackson on the run, dart to the right side, and Ward knocks it away. 3rd and 8. So good pass defense, and they've really tightened the clamps. That's funny. Pressure coming, Bosa, and he'll get home for his first sack of the day. Shut it down, he says, Lamar. And then we'll have to bring in Jordan Stout to punt. James, I think he's pretty healthy. I think he's still sort of the first running back. He'll get a couple of catches out of the backfield, and they just, with the massive backups on the offensive line against the stout Chicago defense, they couldn't run the ball with anybody last week. So my hope is that they'll clean that up a little bit just in general. Purdy in trouble. He'll run away from it. That was circa 2021 where he just ran away from the pocket. It took a huge 16-yard loss there for Brock Purdy. Total yards, 103 to -8. The only thing keeping it 0-0 is 2 red zone interceptions. How about Debo right side? Can he break the tackle? He can't. But a huge gainer up to midfield. Their first down of a conventional fashion for the 49ers. James, what are your thoughts on the protest of the game last week, where I saw some pictures of the Panthers Stadium and it was very, very empty, sort of protesting the owner, and then of course they turn around and win. So, curious what your thoughts are. Back to pass. Purdy, now he'll roll. Now he'll just dump it off over the middle. He's got McCaffrey for a nice first down. Now they're inside Raven territory to the 33. Yeah, I think Tillman's a little bit bigger physically than Debo. I don't think Debo's quite 6'3", but it'd be nice to have a weapon like that. I would have said Elijah Moore is closer to our Debo, depending on how I thought maybe they were going to use him, but a lot of those plans changed when Watson got hurt initially. Good tackle for loss. It's up a 3rd and 11. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Watch out. Odafe away. Got home. And another massive sack as Purdy just runs for his life away from the pocket. He takes a huge loss, and that's going to push them out of field goal range now. They're going to have to kick a punt here on a 4th and 24 as this 0-0 slop fest continues. Although this is going to be a nice punt by Wisnowski out of bounds at the 5. Yeah, let's see. Still searching for our first points. Lamar's had some good drives, but has thrown interceptions in the end zone. Barely lucky to get past line of scrimmage as Gus the Bus. Bo, it's not snowing where I am here. I'm in Columbus, and it's like 50 degrees and overcast here. We're going to have like a 60-degree Christmas day here. Somebody who might be up on the lake in the land might be getting some snow. I saw some pictures of some snow the last couple of days. But if you're referring to me being up in Cleveland, that is not me up there. Gotcha. I had heard something, James, that it was more of like a protest against Tepper for being a bad owner. But that certainly sounds like something that someone would cook up to. promote an agenda or some clicks on the Twitter machine. All right, well, second quarter here. Very interesting 0-0 quarter. Option keeper now Lamar right down the middle. Nobody with him for 20 yards. Breaking tackles and a big gainer to the 44. That's fair. I can believe it. Certainly wouldn't be the first time or last time that the media would create a narrative to support their agenda or to generate clicks to their paywall sports news sites. Option keeper, whoa, swallowed up in the backfield. Fred Warner, he says, no, you ain't going to run that option keeper junk, as he just absolutely obliterates Jackson right at the point of contact. Oh, yeah, not here. We, on Monday night into Tuesday, we had some, I mean, it was like just a dusting. We never had more than a dusting in Columbus. But, yeah, I'm sure Cleveland got dumped on in the wintry wonderland fashion. Pressure coming now. Lamar, he'll roll, but he'll roll right into Chase Young. And now each of the Ohio State defensive ends have a sack in this one. Chase Young and Nick Bosa. Just unfair that they are on the same team. Yes, it was very much what part of Ohio you were in. It was how much you got dumped on, and we just sort of had like a light dusting, like the grass was slightly coated, but none of the pavement or anything was. So, but we're trending back up towards, like I said, like a 60-degree Christmas day, which is never quite what you dream of as a kid. Back to pass, Purdy. Now he'll fire in rhythm. Right side, knocked away. Brandon Stevens on Deebo Samuel. Just a defensive struggle / offensive ineptitude here, both sides. This is about as long as I can ever remember a game going 0-0. Over the middle into traffic, and Deebo able to hold on for a big first down. Up the middle. And this one's going to be Jordan Mason in for a carry, and he'll just pick up 2 there for Mr. Mason. I was going to say, I don't know if I would say that. I bet Kit probably does miss snow. To growing up in Central Ohio and attending college in the mountains of Colorado. Probably is fond of it. The people that moved to Southern California for the boring, never-changing weather is the part that you don't like. Winter it's 60, summer it's 75. I live in San Diego. Obviously, the further you get away from the coast, of course, that changes. But setting up screen left side, he's got time. He'll dump it in rhythm to McCaffrey. 2 blocks taken care of. 30, 35, 40 on a 3rd and 20. They're going to pick it up. Wow, very rarely do we see a screen pass work. It was blocked well. He had really good time. He threw it in rhythm, and he got about 24 yards on that play. So a rare successful screen pass here has a first down for the 49ers. Quick little throw out of the backfield. From the side, Jawan Jennings. Short catch of about 6. For Brock Purdy now. Under 10 minutes to go here in this first half. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports. Kit joining in chat form as he's got a couple errands to take care of today. We're going to try to get 2 sims of games of the weekend. So we're doing this one today. This was the top vote getter. The next vote getter is Miami and Dallas, which should be a massive game. So look for Kit and I to bring you Miami and Dallas tomorrow. And then again, we'll have our Browns and Texans sim on Saturday, per usual, to get you ready for that one. Back to pass. Purdy rolling, firing on the run, and he's got it to Ayuk. That was a dart right at the sticks for Brandon Ayuk, just 6 yards, but that was his first catch of the day, and it was a big one. Too much sun. That's so funny. As a Central Ohio, it's like, there's no such thing. I would love to have too much sun. I'd love to have that problem. That's why we vacation to places where you live. Here comes Mitchell. And Eli Mitchell will try the right side for a couple of yards. 3rd and 9. They are in field goal range. Unless they do something crazy, like take a gigantic sack, which puts them out of field goal range, which is exactly what I said they shouldn't do, and that's what they do. So now they're going to have to punt again. This would be a 60-yard field goal for the rookie Jake Moody, and he is very accurate, but he does not have a 60-yard leg. This one's going to be shanked by Wisnowski out of bounds to the 26. So first and 10 going the other way. Bosa still in the zone. A 0-0 game. 6:20 on the clock. Appreciate you being on here. The first of our Week 16 Sims games of the week. Here's a nice play to Flowers, getting a big chunk of yardage up to the 40-yard line for the Ravens now. Lamar climbs under his center. Tyler Linderbaum fires over the middle and picked for a 3rd time. It's Greenlaw. His 2nd of the half as they tried to squeeze it into Charlie Kohler, the tight end. And Dre Greenlaw has his 2nd interception of the game. Again, just aggressive on the route and on the ball. And now a first down in Raven territory. Their 3rd interception of the half, and yet it's still 0-0 because the 49ers can't get out of their own way. So quick slant over the middle to Debo. Short game. You got Purdy taking 20-yard sacks, and you got Lamar throwing picks. Back to pass, Purdy. Pressure in his face. He'll be hit as he throws, but he's able to get one off to Kittle. Kittle beat Kyle Hamilton nicely there for a first down up to the 25-yard line. They are in field goal range, pending Purdy taking another 40 yards of sacks. Back to pass, quick blitz over the middle slant to Jennings. First down now just 3 yards away as they're inside the red zone for the first time. Brendel, the center, snapping it back. Play action to McCaffrey. Purdy. End zone. Touchdown! George Kittle. That ball sort of apparated out of his hands. I'm not sure it actually left his hands. Look at that. He threw. It was like a fake. It was like a pump fake, and then the ball somehow jumped into midair. And the first points of the game belong to George Kittle and the San Francisco 49ers, who are finally able to get some points on the board after not 1, but 2, but 3 interceptions of Lamar Jackson here in this first half. And again, it finally allows them to get onto the scoreboard. 7-0 now. 3:55 here to go. Let's see if Lamar can complete a couple to his team instead of the other team. 9-man box there for the Niners. Up the middle and blown up right away. Warren Burks that time, the other linebacker, not named Fred Warner or Dre Greenlaw, gets in there for a nice TFL. I don't know if I'm ready to declare that just yet, Bo, but the position of his draft certainly gives you some of those feelings, doesn't it? And connecting with a really, if Tom Brady doesn't connect with Bill, we'll never fully know how much was Belichick and how much was Brady. Obviously, we're seeing that Belichick is not able to do it without Brady, and Brady was able to do it without Belichick, but I know that the two of those guys, obviously, there's another sack coming. Chase Young, his 2nd of the half. those two are sort of inseparable, and sort of can you really quantify which one made the other one great? So, you know, if you go put Brock Purdy on the Falcons, is he just as good, or is his success due to Shanahan? Not to take anything away from his success, he's very successful, but just one of them things that makes me think. Back to pass, Purdy, quick little throw to the right side. McCaffrey can't quite turn his body. Steps out of bounds with 1 second remaining before the 2-minute warning. Trips to the left side. Back to pass, Purdy. Firing it over the middle. Right side, actually. Caught by Kittle at the 33. Another big gainer. Kittle now taking advantage of that matchup with Kyle Hamilton. Some of that size has shown up. Back to pass. Purdy again. Seam route. First down. More. Devo inside the 10. Down to the 6. They'll say the 7 for Deebo Samuel. And a big first down for the Niners. And they're cooking with gas now. First and goal from the 7. Back to pass. Purdy, right side, end zone. Touchdown! Jawan Jennings on the other side of this one. And a very quick response there. Huge first downs stacking to this touchdown. Just throwing it to a spot, and Jennings knows exactly where it's going to be. Beautiful timing route. And now a 13 with a 14-point lead here for the 49ers. Nice drive. They didn't have to use any of their timeouts with 43 seconds. Had the 2-minute warning in there, but otherwise a really effective drive from Purdy and the 49ers. And the Ravens are a little bit of trouble now because we know that Madden has done some in-game nerfing of Lamar's throwing abilities with 3 first-half picks. So we'll see if he's able to turn it around a little bit, because otherwise this is not the game script that you like to see if you're a Ravens fan. Back to pass. Jackson right side quickly to Flowers. Breaks a tackle, but sort of steps on Burks and ends up losing a yard in the process. Fired over the middle, caught, first down, they'll call timeout. Good route there. That was Beckham. 32 seconds left, Lamar. Good time in the pocket. Quick throw left side, caught right at the sticks by Zay Flowers. They'll say 9-yard gain for Flowers. Stops the clock to 28 seconds. They've got 2 timeouts. Try to get into Justin Tucker range here would be a nice thing for them. Back to pass Lamar. Firing it over the middle. Caught again. First down. That was likely down to the 86. Down to the 39 for number 80. Back to pass. Blitz coming from the backside. Lamar does feel it and throws it away nicely. Good choice there. Took a shot. Able to get back up. Lamar quickly fires over the middle by Beckham again. Short throw, short catch. They've got to hurry. They're probably going to have to call timeout now. This would be a 50-yarder from here. Maybe you take one more shot at the sideline. Nope, they're just going to go ahead and bring on Tucker now here from 50 yards. Try to get their first points of the game, and Mr. Automatic throws it through. So, decent drive. Decent drive there for the Baltimore Ravens. It does end in 3, so they will not go to the locker room pointsless. But they got some figuring out to do, because San Francisco has really found something in the pass game here in this last couple of touchdown drives. And again, Lamar just has to stop turning it over, try to keep this thing even. Hey, Don, welcome in. All right, well, halftime here in San Francisco. It is 14-3. The home team leads here. A couple of late second quarter touchdowns. And finally, Lamar paying for 3 first half turnovers. And the 49ers get the second half kick to boot. McLeod takes it deep in the end zone. Purdy back out onto the field. He had a pretty solid first half. He'll start in the shotgun with McCaffrey and Eli Mitchell on either side this time. Back to pass. He'll throw it to Mitchell, left side. Caught quickly and thrown to the ground. Marcus Williams. And a rocky sin over there in the area. Sets up a 2nd and 3. To appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Kit joining in chat for him today as he's got some errands to take care of. Hope everybody's having a good holiday season. Going to try to bring you 2 games of the week this week, as Kit and I will bring you not only this one today, but tomorrow look for the Dolphins and Dallas Cowboys, the other highest vote getter on the Discord channel's Game of the Week poll. And then look for that Browns and Texans sim on Saturday, all leading up to a big and important Sunday with the Browns and the Texans happening in real time. Turn around. McCaffrey up the middle. Nice run. He's got a big hole. He really hasn't had much on the ground. Just 8 carries, 18 yards. And I'd say he got about 12 of them right there. So more than doubling his total in 1 carry. But a first down for McCaffrey. Now they'll go play action out of it. Quickly throw it over the middle. Debo, ball kicks up in the air. It was incomplete. Had an opportunity to be picked as it got bumped and booted up and around the air there. 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick throw right side. Big shot taken. Roquan Smith just lodging the football from Brandon Ayuk, and now it's a 3rd and 10. Stepping up in the pocket, and Matabike will get there for the sack, his 2nd of the game. And the Ravens defense will hold and force a punt here on the opening drive. Yes, well, PFF doesn't account for the maddening either. They don't have that metric in their data analysis skills. All right. Pistol start here for Lamar. He'll go Gus the Bus up the middle. Breaking tackles. Nice run for Edwards. Give him 9. And again, you're only 11 down. There's no need to change the offense here for Todd Monken. You can still run. You can still do everything that you need to do. Still plenty of time. I just think you just got to stop turning the ball over. Can't give them free possessions, especially with short fields. A dart over the middle, and likely again. Man alive. This kid really stepped up since the injury to Mark Andrews. He's the new favorite target here, it seems like. Lamar always enjoys throwing to the tight ends, and likely has made him look pretty sharp here today, as he did last week in real life. Back to pass. Lamar. Right side. Caught by Aguilar. Skinny to get past Charvarius Ward. Looked like Ward just missed the ball, and it kind of just floated by him, and I don't know, if he turns around, that's probably pick number 4 for Lamar here in this game. 1st and 10 now from the 20. They'll move to the right side. He'll get past Nick Young, and then Hargrave will get a sack. Like maybe he was running at that point, but they'll credit Javon Hargrave with the sack. His 1st of the day. Hey, John, welcome in. The 49ers have had a solid game, a really good 2nd quarter to give them the lead. Right side, almost couldn't be dragged in by Beckham, and now he's trying to call for the flag. I don't think there was a flag on that one, Odell. Lamar has thrown 3 interceptions in the first half, and the Bengals cross. The 49ers were finally able to convert one of those into a touchdown. That kind of helped break the logjam on offense. Purdy has been effective through the air in this one, and now they're going to force a 2nd field goal. So kudos to the 49er defense. Ravens had a little bit of something going, and they held up when they needed to hold up, and Tucker doubles his output here for the day. Now 14-6 in this one. The first of our Nagy on Sports Week 16 games of the week, as voted on by you the faithful fans of Nagy Nation. Appreciate you guys being on with us. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we would appreciate that as we continue to grow the channel. We're pushing for 1,100 subscribers now. We're about 21 away from that milestone, which is exciting. So if you haven't had a chance to, or if you got a second or third or fifth Gmail account that you don't use for anything, you can log in and subscribe from that account too. We appreciate that very much. Again, this one was voted on by you, the fans, on our Discord channel. If you want to take your Nagy Nation fandom to the next level, you can join us on our Discord channel. It's free and easy to use. Just click the invite that is in the description of this or any of our other videos. Discord is an app for chatting, social media related things. You can chat with all of Nagy Nation between these sims. You can find out in advance of when we're going to sim. Here's another screen to the left side, and Purdy's able to get it off. Watch out. Blocking his big pancake from Burford, and then he's able to be tackled pretty quickly. Excuse me, Banks, not Burford, on the pancake. But a first down for the 49ers. Also on the Discord channel, you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Vote on the game of the week. That's where this one came from. That was the whole point. So feel free to join us there as well. Yeah, I saw that too. I mean, they're pretty banged up at receiver. Yeah. I wish him well if it works out. I mean, I know he started the season for the Saints and it did not work out. So it may have just passed him by. I guess that was last year he started with the Saints. He will always have a place in Browns lore, in my opinion, for helping to change the culture. And a big sack again. Another huge loss. Purdy's sacks have been brutal. He's losing 15 to 20 yards on every sack because he's just, looks like he's scared running away from the pocket. That time Roquan Smith gets home and the Ravens force the punt. First and 10 now. And he'll flip the formation. Jackson back to pass. Steps into it. Over the middle, almost picked again. Lenore almost had his second of the day. Yes, John, that would be considered some maddening. And that's something we hadn't seen in a couple of versions. That was like a 2021 version of the game problem where they would just spin and run directly away from the pocket to get big, massive sacks. 3rd and 8 now for Lamar. He'll be back to pass. 4-man rush. Left side throw. Caught, first down. Beckham able to hold on to this one up to midfield. And a first down. Ravens trailing 8 with 5 to go here in the third quarter. Another heavy pistol look here for Lamar. Give it. Nope. Option keeper right side. He's got a big chunk of grass and some blocking from Ricard. Makes a man miss inside the 35 to the 34. Hasn't been overly active on the ground, but that time he had a nice run for a first down, and that puts him into the zone. Of course, his zone ability is the best one in the game because it keeps him from being able to fumble, which seems crazy. That it's cool, but it's not very realistic. Play action, zip it over the middle like that one should have been picked off, but they're like, whoop, never mind, we can't. So let's somehow make it go through Fred Warner and into Beckham. Anyway, that wasn't a fumble, it was an interception, but it was sort of an example. Good catch. Quick little RPO right side. Flowers with the blocker. Picks up 4. Yep, Jamar's out for another big game from T. Higgins. Back to pass. Swing it right side. Gus Edwards, the 20. And he'll actually lose 2 yards. 3rd and 8. Third and 8. They're in field goal range, but they want more. Screen left side. Caught by Edwards at the 20, to the 15, to the 10. No, he can't get there. 4th and 2. Just a little bit shy. Will they go for it? They will not. They'll take the 3. They will take the 3 points here. Tucker's kick is up, and his kick is good. 14-9 now. So, trading touchdowns for field goals. Eventually it works. If you can get your 15, or if you can get your 15, you can beat the 14. But 9 is the total right now with $1:43 to go in the third quarter. All field goals on the board for the Ravens. Don, I don't think so. When I said that, I misspoke. I don't think that any of the X factors prevent interceptions from happening. But his definitely prevents fumbles from happening. Firing to the right side. Deebo for a short gain. Olave's been nicked up, but yeah, and that game's tonight, so you at least know. You'll at least know what sort of deficit you might have to make up. Here's Mason to the left side. Nice first down run for Jordan Mason. Stiff arm past the 40. Give it the 42 for Jordan Mason. 3 different running backs have all factored in for the 49ers as we're under a minute to go in this third quarter. Purdy, and he'll just chuck it out of bounds. Ayuk was the quote-unquote intended target. 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Purdy steps up right side. Caught by Deebo. Breaks a tackle, but he's going to go backwards. Breaks a second tackle. Keeps going backwards. And because he kept trying to reestablish, they won't give him the initial forward progress, and he'll only gain 3 yards total. 3rd and 7. I do, Don. I have them turned off. Yes. As Kit said, injuries are off just because since I'm already trying to manage and replicate the injuries that are happening in real life, like if a guy would get nicked in the game, like I could, be like, oh, sorry, Nick Bosa just tore his ACL in the game. And it's like, but no, he actually didn't. Like that, you know what I mean? So throw it right side, and Jennings can't quite bring it in. What a throw from Purdy. But Marlon Humphrey gets in there to dislodge the football, had him open, couldn't bring it in, and they'll have to punt. Yes, it's part of our trying to replicate things. So it's the same reason we don't keep track of how the Browns are actually doing in the sim. We just force win or force lose whatever actually happens. So all of the, all of these records that you're seeing at the bottom of these screens, 8 and 6, 6 and 8, those are all real to what's happening in real life. And yeah, the games that PJ Walker played, I made sure PJ Walker played. And the games that DTR played, I made sure DTR played. Now we have Flacco in there. So yeah, we try to do our best to keep things. And on the major ones, like even if we don't sim them, I try to have at least the right quarterbacks in. Like Gardner Minshew's been in for Anthony Richardson, since the beginning. And Nick Mullins is now the quarterback for Minnesota instead of Josh Dobbs and stuff like that. Tim Boyle will be in there for New York because Wilson's hurt, those kinds of things. Will Levis is in there for Tennessee as I'm seeing the games scroll across the bottom. Gino will go back in for Drew Lock, those kinds of things. Oh, if only I had that kind of power. Not only would be undefeated, I'd be really, really rich because I could just bet on the outcomes that I was going to create. Like Back to the Future 2 style. Biff with his sports almanac. 3rd and 12 over the middle, caught, but it'll be short. Nice tackle by Gibson, and it looks like another punt upcoming here. So really a defensive struggle. 49ers had 2 really nice back-to-back touchdown drives at the end of the second quarter that were aided by some really nice passing from Brock Purdy to George Kittle. And we haven't really seen George Kittle since then. Devo's having a nice day as well. Ayuk has been super quiet. McCaffrey's been pretty quiet today, all things considered. So it's been kind of a weird game for both sides. And again, for the Ravens, Lamar threw 3 interceptions in the first half. That's pretty much all you need to know about that. There's a quick throw from Purdy. And only rush for 29 yards have the 49ers. That is very unique. Yeah, heck yeah, Bo. We wouldn't have understood it as much when it came out, you know, because all of our states didn't have sports betting. But now it's like, oh my gosh, if I knew that this guy was going to score this much, if this guy was going to score, like all you would need is one Sunday worth of football results, and you could make millions and millions and millions.
Ball start, offense.
Of course, nowadays, if you won that many bets, you'd probably get investigated for some sort of cheating in some capacity. You'd have to, like, pick and choose the really, like, unique long-shotted, long odds shots and kind of pick and choose your battles. I think 2nd and 15. Purdy, he'll step up, fire over the middle. First down, he's got Juwan Jennings across midfield to the 48-yard line, and a first down. Niners here with 10:50 to go in the fourth. Again, they have been, for whatever reason, more successful through the air. A dart to Ayuk, and finally he's got a big impact play to the 28. And a big first down for Brandon Ayuk. I think maybe just his third catch of the day, second catch of the day for 26 yards total. Hey, Dwayne, welcome in. Go Browns. Here's McCaffrey to the right side, and he'll run right into the waiting arms of Roquan Smith. 12 carries, 15 yards today for McCaffrey. It has not been a day for the ground game. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what it would be. Turn around, spinning, firing on the run, over the middle. How did you know to put $500 on the 40-1 Texas Rangers at the beginning of the season? You know what I mean? Like, that kind of stuff. That's right, I'm a time traveler. What do you want from me? It's not illegal to travel through time, is it? Pitch to the left side. Mason, he's got the 10, but I think we're going to get some holding. I could just say that's like the NCAA tournament or whatever. Like, oh, I have an octopus that picks all my games. I put in this team or this team, and then whichever treat the octopus eats first, I choose that team. Back to pass. Purdy. Pressure coming. He'll be sacked. At least he's not going to lose 25 yards on that. He'll only lose 6, but Brandon Stevens gets in there now, 2nd and 26. Trips to the right side. Again, when not getting sacked, they've been effective in the pass game. Purdy, watch out. Here he goes, running again. Hit! Oh, lucky to have that one pop out as an incompletion. 3rd and 26 here with 8:11 to play. Purdy, fake the handoff. Pressure, he'll get... Oh, we'll run around Clowney. Now he runs down the line of scrimmage and throws it out of bounds. Okay, well, that was interesting. But at least they left themselves in Jake Moody range, and this is an important kick because 8 points is very different than 5 points in terms of a lead. Now guaranteeing a touchdown plus the 2-point conversion is required for the Ravens, which again, I've already showed an inability to get into the end zone. 17-9, excuse me, with 8 minutes to play here. Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here today. Hope everybody is having a lovely Thursday. Do appreciate you being on. There you go. Yeah, find yourself a nice lucky aardvark. How did you pick Towson over North Carolina? The aardvark told me to. 1st and 10 now, Lamar. Back to pass. He's also in the zone still, so running would be good. He'll take off to the right side, break 1 tackle, cannot break a second, though. Jashaun Gibson looked like he was right on the spy duty that time. 2nd and 9. Lamar changes the play. Sends Isaiah Likely all the way out to the right side, puts 2 receivers underneath him. Trips to the right side. Now he'll step up, throw it to Beckham on the drag. First down across the 35 to the 38-yard line. Odell Beckham Jr. on a first down. Under 7 to go. Now we're getting somewhere. Where's Felliger? We need Felliger on. He's the one who writes the screenplays. You need to write a show about a time-traveling aardvark that predicts NCAA tournament winners. He writes like screenplays for movies and TV shows. That's what we need him to do. The time-traveling aardvark. It's gold, Jerry. Gold. Back to pass. Over the middle. Ooh, almost picked again. He needed to layer that ball over the linebackers. He tried to go through Fred Warner. And that was nearly interception number 4 for Lamar. Now here's Gus, left side. He's got some blocking to the 45, to the 35 rather, past the 30, and a big run for Edwards to the 28. Now inside the 30, here they go, under 5.5 to play here. When this snap happens, Edwards again to the right side. He's got the 20, and he'll be smacked down after 7. Call it the 21-yard line now. No hurry. Time keeps slipping into the future. Back to pass. Over the middle. Seam route. First down and more to the 3-yard line. Beckham. He got real skinny on the seam and he beat Ward for a big gator. First and goal now. Look at that beautiful little skinny post. It cleared the middle out so nicely with Edwards and Likely. And Beckham wide open there and a first down and goal. Here we go. 49ers shift the defense to drop Fred Warner into the spy of a safety. Rolling right, Lamar, touchdown, easily in. So dangerous. All right, well, let's see. Maybe are they going to go for 2 right now? They will. Here we go. 17-15. 4:22 to go in the game. Ravens with some momentum for the first time in the game. Back to pass. Right side. Caught! It's Beckham, and it's 2 points. And it's 17-17. Okay, well, here we go. Bo tried to call game early. Lamar said, hold on a second, Bo. 17-17, now 4:22. And Purdy's got plenty of time to try to get them into at least field goal range here for a potential game winner from Jake Moody. 4:22 under center. 3-step drop. Now he'll quickly throw left side. Caught by the tight end. That's Ross Dwelly for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. So 17-17, we do have a game for sure. Spread them out 4 wide, including Kittle. Back to pass. Blitz coming. They'll feel it. Over the middle. Caught it right between. He got drilled by Hamilton. But George Kittle's had a great game. 5 catches, 80 yards, one of them a touchdown. And he got absolutely smothered by Hamilton, but able to bring it in. Now McCaffrey, he'll try the juke to the left and then to the right, and he's just really struggled all game. 13 carries, 17 yards for Christian McCaffrey. Not what I would have expected from him, from a potential MVP candidate. Play action, but he's going to get sacked. It took way too long, and Clowney got home. And now we've got a 3rd and 14 as that play action took way too long. And Purdy got sacked. 3rd and 14 now approaching the 2-minute warning. Purdy now with good time. He'll step up. He'll fire deep left side. Knocked out of bounds. Ayuk was down there. Marcus Williams, the safety, got up and knocked it out. And a 4th and 14 here. I'm assuming they're going to punt and give the football back to the Ravens. With 2 minutes to spare, they're going to have the football. They got 3 timeouts, and they got Justin Tucker in their back pocket, and they're going to start the drive from their own 19-yard line. Hey, John, they drove down and scored a touchdown and then got a 2-point conversion. That is how they tied it. Here comes the rookie Keaton Mitchell. And he'll pick up 4, does Keaton Mitchell. Spark plug of a player, Keaton Mitchell. 135 and counting. Lamar, he'll fire over the middle. Caught! Zay Flowers! Thrown to the ground at the 45. But the Ravens are driving. They've got all 3 timeouts. And again, Tucker's probably good from 58 and in. Oh, that's great. He is out for the season. That's right. He should only be in on, he's like a stamina sub, so he shouldn't be in very much. If they win by those 4 yards that he had. then I will apologize. Plus, if the Niners win anyway, it's getting force wind. 2nd and 7. Neither team calling timeouts. Over the middle, he got it to Beckham. Oh no! That's in Tucker range. As Beckham able to squeeze it in between the zone, and now the first timeout of the game by the Ravens at the 36-yard line. Oh, man, what a turn of events here. Backwards, though, pushing him all the way back to the 40. Now it's a 57-yarder. Cannot afford to keep losing yards, but we know they're going to sell out for the run. Here's Edwards. He'll try to get it back, and he does a little bit. Now at 54. 3rd and 11. They're not calling timeout. They're going to let this thing run all the way down. They're going to run another play. Edwards to the left side. And they've got a timeout left from the 36. So now Justin Tucker on to the football field. I'm assuming that Shanahan will ice him. And he will. There it is. About a 53.5-yarder here to win the game. Justin Tucker. What a wild game this has been. Huntley the holder. 5 seconds left. Snap is back. Tucker's kick is up, and it is good! He makes it! Justin Tucker. His 4th field goal is a big one from 53, and with 2 seconds left, the Ravens continued to not die. This looked like that game against the Rams where you thought the Rams were going to win about 4 different times. The Ravens, I'm sorry, John. Your Niners rested on their laurels too much, I guess. What a game and what an outcome, and Shanahan can't believe it. This Ravens team, this is what they've been in real life too, like a team of destiny, just pulling out these games they had no business winning. Unbelievable. 20-17 is the final. Let's see how we got there. Purdy 30 of 43 for 343 and 2 touchdowns. He was very effective again through the air because they couldn't run at all. Look at this. 13 for 17 for McCaffrey, 2 for 13 for Mason. Mitchell 1 for 3 in this one. Yeah, I would say there was some maddening involved, John, for sure. 9 for 109 was Debo. He was very good today and did have 2 drops. 7 out of the backfield for McCaffrey, better through the air certainly than on the ground. Jennings 55 on 5 and a touchdown. Kittle 5 for 80 and a touchdown, and then 2 for Brandon Ayuk today. 13 tackles for Gibson, 10 for Warner, 10 for the safety Jair Brown, rookie out of Penn State, playing for the injured Hufanga. 2 sacks for Chase Young, 1 for Hargrave, 1 for Nick Bosa, and then again the 3 picks early in the game, 2 for Greenlaw, and 1 for Lenore. For the Ravens, 29 of 42 for 346 and the 3 picks for Lamar Jackson, but he got it done when he needed to. He ran it in for the touchdown there late to seal it. 14 for 51 for Gus Edwards, 10 for 55 for Lamar. 9 for 101 for Flowers, 8 for 101 for Beckham, 7 for 104 for Likely. Look at those big 3 receivers over 100 yards in this one. How about 12 tackles for Hamilton and Roquan Smith, 10 for Queen, 2.5 sacks for Owe, 2 for Matabike, 1.5 for Clowney, Stevens, Smith, halves for Pierce and Queen. And again, no turnovers today for the Ravens defense, but it didn't matter. They got it done. Well, that was a crazy finish to a crazy game. Appreciate you guys being on with me. That one was a lot of fun. Again, prepare to join Kit Nagy tomorrow. On Friday, we will bring you the Miami Dolphins and Dallas Cowboys as our second game of the week. And then again on Saturday, look for that Browns and Texans. Very, very important salmon again as of this week here in week number 16. Here's how things would shake out. Ravens would be your number 1 seed. 49ers would be your number 1 seed. So it's the battle of the number 1s. Then you'll have the battle of the number 2s that Kit and I will bring you tomorrow. But again, right now the Browns sitting at 5. would be heading down to Jacksonville to play them. So things can still change. Again, the Browns can't do any better than the 5th seed unless for somehow they get over the Ravens. So that's where the way things are looking today if the season were to end. We appreciate you guys very, very much for being on. Again, yeah, make plans to join us for Dolphins and Cowboys, which should hopefully be equally as fun and entertaining of a sim. But really appreciate you guys being on. Enjoy the rest of your Thursdays. Today we will say go Ravens, and as always, go Browns.